What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box we have the Porsche Targa, new to Matchbox's 2024 lineup. Let's go ahead and take a close look at this one and see if it is worth adding to your collections. So, getting started with our casting. Let's see our proportions here, and thankfully they are pretty good. Nothing really looks wonky or out of place there. And we are pretty good. We'll pop the real-life car up in the top right corner there so you can compare a little bit. Now, what is metal and what is plastic? Well, that's kind of the big point of contention on this one. Most of what you see painted blue, that is all going to be metal. Very, very nice. However, the entire roof section here is plastic, and it is see-through plastic at that, which is weird considering this is supposed to be like a Targa top. So, you know, kind of odd that the Targa is completely see-through. I don't know, a little bit weird in my opinion. Definitely not the best way to have executed that, I don't think. It is what it is though. As far as the actual casting, body lines and everything look pretty good. Everything is how you'd want it. Texture on this thing back here. The exhaust holes are even casted in, which is kind of cool. We do get mirrors on this release, which is nice. And then up front here, much like on the Cabriolet casting, we do get a very nice detail level of cast into this part there. Paint and deco. So this is the initial release, the first edition, and you can see it's got a metal flake blue. I would say that this is an absolutely perfect first color choice. However, the lack of anything like here in this section, I think if they could have brought the die cast up around here and put a silver tampo over that, oh, we'd have been in perfection land at least. But I don't know, it just feels a little bland the way it is currently. And moving into our details category, this is where the casting does shine pretty good. We do get two very nice headlight tampos up front, a Porsche logo right there to go with. And then this entire front has been tampoed just like with the Cabriolet casting, and with the extra little lights right there as well. Moving down the sides, nothing really to report other than the wheel choice, which I think is good, and this time the silver wheels I think really complement. Up top, we do get this little bit back here nicely tampoed in, which looks really good. And then making our way to the rear, you get tampos right here for where the exhaust kind of comes in with the extra little taillights there. And then we get the taillight strip, the Porsche badge there, as well as the Targa logo. Everything looking pretty nice. The tampo work of detailing is where this casting shines for sure. Moving into our roll test, it being a Matchbox Basic, it rolls, that's no surprise. Put this one on the scale and it comes out to be 31.92 grams. So despite the large use of plastic, it does average out to be a decent heft, about average heft for a mainline. Pros and cons, getting started with our pros. The first big pro being the $1 mainline price tag. I think a lot of little nitpicks can be easily overlooked when the price is only $1. And that being said, the amount of tampo details is actually pretty good for the $1 price point, so that will probably be the other big pro. The cons, there's really only one big massive one on this one, and unfortunately it's just really massive, and it's just, I'm not really sure, I question the decision making basically. So the Targa top is completely see-through, which is stupid and lame. Then also this strip here does not have any kind of paint on it whatsoever. There's so many better ways they could have done this that they just chose not to do, which is extremely disappointing if you ask me. Moving into some quick size comparisons, here we have it with a few other Mattel Porsches, with the Matchbox Moving Parts Carrera 4S and the Hot Wheels mainline 911 GT3. And here we have it with some Porsches from premium brands, with the Sparky Porsche 911 RSR and the Mini GT Porsche 911 GT2 RS. So time to give it its final scores. The hype level for this one was not super high. I'm going to give it about an 8.5 out of 10. A lot of people skipped this one for the obvious reasons of they could see it and just didn't really like it. The execution on this one is where this one's really going to slip. I'm only going to give it an 8 out of 10. I just think that while the rest of it is good, this was just a horrible design choice. I don't really understand why they decided to do it how they did it. Community input. I gave this one to the council. The council has several Porsche fanboys on it, and even they were a little disappointed. The averaged out to be a 7.55, which we will round up to a 7.6. When we add these scores together, we get a grand total of an overall of 8.03, which we're going to round down to a 8 flat. So that is going to be the final score, an 8 out of 10 for this one. This is definitely not Matchbox's best work. However, if you like to customize your stuff, I think that you could easily work with this one and make it look a whole lot better. But if you just don't have any artistic ability, or you just don't have any desire to really customize your cars or get in there with a Dremel and take things apart, totally understandable. And I still think it's probably worth picking up simply because it's only $1. It's really not going to set you back a whole lot. But on the other hand, if you do decide to pass on it because of the engineering choices, you're really not going to be missing a whole lot, especially if you picked up the Cabriolet casting that was released earlier in the year. And that is all I have for this review, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and leave a comment down below telling me what your thoughts are on this particular model, and I will see you in the next video.